Good morning. We're going to make some old-fashioned whoopie pies. To start, we need a half cup of hot water and a half cup of baking cocoa, which we're going to put in the hot water. The purpose of this is to enrich the flavor of the cocoa powder. I don't know about you, but I love chocolate whoopie pies. My grandmother used to make these when I was a kid, and I've loved them ever since. One thing you can never do, if you buy these, don't ever look at the nutritional label. The number of calories in one of the commercial ones is going to just curl your toes. Okay, so we set this aside. Okay, in our stand mixer, we're going to put a half a cup of shortening in the bowl. And by the way, shortening will go bad if you leave it in your hot cupboard very long. Well, I couldn't say very long. I think it was in there about a year. So I had to go buy some new. So we're going to put the shortening and a cup and a half of granulated sugar. And then we're going to turn that on low for a minute or two. Pay attention to the fact that we got shortening up the side of the bowl. Isn't doing much good up there where the beater doesn't reach it. And we're going to mix those with the stand mixer until they are creamed. While that's going on, we're going to take our flour and our salt, which is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and we're going to whisk those together. My grandmother used to make some awfully good stuff. Whoopie pies, cream puffs, donuts. If your grandmother was a cook too, I hope that these, or your mother, or your father, I hope that these videos stir memories for you. Making them certainly does for me. I guess that's about as light and fluffy as that's going to get. Now we're going to stir in a half cup of buttermilk. Ooh, that's some chunky buttermilk. Actually, buttermilk substitute is milk with a little vinegar added to it. And then we're going to add 2 eggs. And we're going to add our cocoa water mixture. And we'll mix that for a minute. We also have a teaspoon of vanilla extract that we're putting in right now. And we're going to start adding our flour. We're not going to use the mixer long at this stage. That's about it. As with any cake or cookie mix, we want to avoid overmixing. We don't need tough whoopie pies. Now take your spatula and go all the way to the bottom. Make sure you got everything. Okay, the next stage. Spray a pan, and I happen to have whoopie pie pans because whoopie pies. And then add a couple of teaspoons to each cookie. Now these are pretty small, not like the commercial ones. So you can eat a lot of these and not worry about the calories. Or at least that's what I tell myself. But one of those big handful size commercial ones has about 1,600 calories in it, I think. And that is a lot. I sprayed this pan. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And the oven is heating to 350. Ooh, that's going to be a big one. Being from New England, whoopie pies do not have marshmallow in them. So if you're looking for a marshmallow one, I think you want to go look for Pennsylvania whoopie pies. Marshmallow ones are just not right. Now this looks like a lot of cookies, but it takes 2 cookies for each whoopie pie, so that's not that many. Okay, this is going in the oven for 10 minutes or so. Fresh out of the oven and absolutely beautiful. I put everything away, but we still have to make the filling. We're going to make the filling for our whoopie pies. And we start with 3 tablespoons of flour, a dash, that would be this spoon right here, of salt. Then we're going to move to the stove, gradually add our milk here. Because we're going to burn some on the stove in the process. This is 3 tablespoons of flour, a dash of salt, and 1 cup of milk. And we're going to stir this while it cooks until it is thick. So far, this reminds me of making mac and cheese. It's starting to thicken up a little, so I'm going to cut the heat back a little bit. I'd say that's just about as thick as it's going to get, so we'll take it off the stove. Now from here, this is going to go into the refrigerator to cool completely. Okay, now in this bowl, we're going to put 3/4 of a cup of shortening and a cup and a half of confectioner's sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Tastes good already. Okay, we're back, so we can finish this up. This is our milk mixture that we made on the stove, and we're going to add that to the sugar and shortening mix that we did. This was in the refrigerator for probably a half hour, 45 minutes, because we want to make sure it's cool. Good. Now what we're going to do is go back with our mixer and mix the two of these together. This should take 5 to 7 minutes. And this is what it looks like after about 6 minutes. And of course, the last step is putting the whoopie pies together. So we take some filling, put it on one half of the whoopie pie, and add the other half. And there's our whoopie pie. Now comes the best part. Fantastic. If you like this video, by the way, please share it. Thank you very much for watching.